The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. So Cincinnati's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against...
Right, like this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some endurance, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Card in the backfield. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with this start by this defense. Like, getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Going with like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to...
The Ducks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Finding an escape route. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Makes him talk to the hand. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes in between the uprights. They're now up 9-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the
near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really... He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Pocket breaking down. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. The give on the option. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he wants it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
And the Ducks will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protected.
Quick step and go. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is an offensive coordinator's dream. Start the drive, first and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolute shame. Missed it. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Gresham. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
In this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's what...
Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, flop.
They'll try to get him on the fake. To running room.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Green. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Overs that shoulder, delivers the blow. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Here's the handoff. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here's the hit. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch near the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Pull.
And you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go.
Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, is that just indictment of the day? Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they
in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah State Aggies, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will put total leather and will get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Utah State Aggies offense will get first crack at it today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And down he goes back with the 3. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
So the Oregon Ducks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position.
Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. They want to just get the ball out quickly, make it inaccurate.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Bringing the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Creates a little space.
Returner is tackled out at the 41. And your Oregon Ducks will take over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on first down. Going deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it down the seam. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Hefton is coming out on the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Utah State up-tempo.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. He's down at the 1, and they almost almost had the touchdown pass on that one. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Looking for a man. It's Lugo. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Burleson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw for it. That's field in. It's Riley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Working on the right. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it.
Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Ducks are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Powers forward. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No hope.
Touchdown, Oregon! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back in this offense. I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Oregon, 30. Utah State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lugo. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Looking left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man covered.
He's got it all right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Lugo. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the move, it's Green. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Lugo. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Number 17.
Not a chance. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
On the run, it's Ellis. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw. It's Lugo. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. They got it. It's blocked. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone.
He uncorks one deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Creates a little room. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Let's it fly. Touchdown Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Utah State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Dobbs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Copeland. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Football 7.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Copeland. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lugo. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And now on 3rd down after that last run. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this. Back in his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He slides that just inside the right upright. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it down the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Hill. To the 10. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Copeland. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Ellis. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Oh, a lot of space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here comes the 2-point try. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Ducks are flying down the field. The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pulls it in. It's Ellis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lugo. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back.
Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
It's into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.